Right. This is concerning the donation of vaccines to Trinidad and Tobago from the U.S. Embassy. Right. I recently started watching this little YouTube show, The Vanguard. It's a political commentary show by these two guys here, young guys. They started recently as well, but they seem to be level-headed. They don't know anything about Trinidad or Tobago or what it is together. All they saw was the tweet concerning the 80 vials of vaccines donated to Trinidad. They have no idea about the bacchanal that was concerning that, the weird transaction, way it was received into Trinidad. They have no idea about of how that came in, right? Surrounding that. All they saw was the tweet. They are genuinely confused about that tweet because of the amount of vaccines that the tweet said was donated, and the fact that there was a tweet concerning that small amount of vaccines. Because all they know about is America and how America does things. The empire of America. Right? That small amount being announced with a tweet is just absurd to what they know how America operates. Right? So I'll play out the little clip where they started one of their programs, and they just mentioned the tweet and they just spoke about it. Right? Right.
Gavin and I want to dedicate this podcast to the fine individuals at the U.S. Embassy and their valiant work to vaccinate the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, this was pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys checked this out, but before we get into today's live stream, to what Zach was referencing, this was absolutely insanity. The U.S. Embassy tweeted this out. Let me share it real quick.
Absolutely
totally
vomit-inducing.
Crazy. They say the government of the United States of America has made a donation of COVID-19 vaccines to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. The donations include 80 vials of Pfizer vaccines. So that's like what the government, maybe like the top echelon of the government of Trinidad and Tobago?
Maybe the most opulent. This is a nation of 1.4 million people, guys. So I mean, the fucking grocery store by my apartment has dozens more vials of vaccines than 80. I assure you, as does the nearest one to any of you listening, if you're in the United States. So this is just completely disgusting, repulsive. I don't know why you would tweet this. I don't know why you would go. As in literally 80 vials. 80. Yeah, this is not a typo. This is not like some kind of gotcha where they're going to come back and be like, oh, no, they literally sent 80 vials. So yeah, it's completely disgusting. And this is the kind of, let me turn my mic down a little bit because I think it's a little loud. This is the kind of shit that the United States does, right? This is vaccine imperialism. This is the kind of things that everybody was warning about. 80 vaccines is nothing. And also, I'm not even sure if this is actually like 40 doses, right, guys? It could be because depending on the vaccine that they delivered, don't you have to get 2 injections of it? So couldn't that actually be only 40 people who are able to get vaccinated by this? And that's if every single one of them is perfect?
Unless the vials contain both doses. I don't know what a vial contains, but
still, but it could be as, you know what I mean? It doesn't even make any sense. I don't even know who approves that. But anyway, we just thought that was
it basically reminds me of when Trump threw paper towels at Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
It's like, how is this any different? How is this literally any different than that?
It might be worse. It's literally like a spit in the face. Yeah. It's like,
the fact that they even posted that message on social media being like, we did this. Like, why would you even fucking post that?
I know. Like, it's so embarrassing. It's so disrespectful. And like, if you're going to be the most odious fucking like self-serving nation in the world, like the thing that the other kicker about the United States is that we pretend not to be the whole time. So anyway, I just thought that was fucking absurd, and so did Gavin. You should send it to me actually. So, but anyway, we just wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, no, it just says something insane I saw on Twitter. But yeah, welcome to the Vanguard, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Right. So these guys are genuinely confused about the donation of this vaccines here, because they only watching it from their American lenses, right? They know how Americans operate, and 80 vials of vaccine is too low for America to say it's a donation. In fact, they think it's so low that it's insulting because, like in a regular corner store, you could get more vaccines than that. So it being an actual amount that donated confuses them. They think it's insulting. What they don't know, and they just genuinely confused as to why it would go on, why that would happen. America just wouldn't do that low amount and claim it as a donation. They don't know about the brouhaha that went on in our country here concerning Pfizer vaccines. That's how in the weeks leading up to the arrival of this batch of Pfizer vaccines, that there was a controversy where some guy claimed that there were Pfizer vaccines coming into the country and he knew about it and he had documents to back it up. Then it was investigated by the police, and the police forthwithly said they saw no evidence to substantiate those claims that Pfizer vaccines are coming into the country. Subsequent to that, we got the general public got leaked information that how Pfizer vaccines has been seized by customs in the airport. And when it was seized, it was sent to the Ministry of Health to hold. So, then later on, after that news broke, then you got a hurried press release by the Ministry of National Security that they knew that the vaccines were coming in, right? And to explain that, well, yeah, or to take custody of the vaccines. And then later on in the day or the following day, not exactly sure, you saw the tweet from the US Embassy that that yes, they donated 80 vials of vaccines, right? So it is like, from the Trinidad point of view, how it played out, it was confusing, and from American point of view, who has no idea what played out in Trinidad, it's confusing because that is not how America operates, and that is not how the Trinidad official reception of vaccines operates. Because when we get in vaccines here, it is a photo op where they take pictures of the plane, they take pictures of the manifest, they take pictures of the offloading, the staff that deliver it stand up, everybody cutting cake, they cutting ribbon, they hire Marshall to sing and thing, to open to cut a ribbon and thing. Yeah, that is how we receive vaccines. But this batch of vaccines got seized by customs on the heels of information that Pfizer vaccines were being smuggled into the country or secretly coming into the country. Right? It just don't make sense. Nothing adds up. Nothing adds up. Right? We speculating as to what's going on with the vaccines. We get our official story, but nothing adds up. How the logistics played out to what the official story after the fact come out don't make sense to Trinidadian, and they don't make sense to Americans. to average Americans. If you watch back the video on these guys here, you would see people commenting 80 vials, like the typical average American who surviving on their stimulus checks, 1,500 and plus 700 or however it is Biden says he's sending out, they don't understand how 80 vials of vaccines is a donation from the American point of view. I don't know who are you trying to fool, but nothing adding up. It's just nobody have no evidence to say as to what's going on, right? But all you're fooling nobody. I'm just not fooling anybody.